Welcome back, everyone. So on this entitled Dirtbag who decided to throw a rock at a dangerous seal. Some King 5 News Washington YouTube channel. Let's watch. There's going to be a second video where he appears in court, so I'll show that as well. Let's watch.
What are you doing? Why would you throw a rock at it?
You might have seen this video. The man accused of hurling a rock at an endangered monk seal in Hawaii was just taken into federal custody in Seattle.
He walks away from it too like a coward.
The suspect is from Covington, and in just a few hours, he'll be facing a judge.
Besides, Christian Baldera is tracking this one live outside the federal courthouse in Seattle with what happens next. Christian, what's the latest here?
Hey, Jake, he is expected to be here at court at 9 a.m. and he could be transferred to Hawaii where the case was filed. The suspect is 38-year-old Igor Miklovic Litvinchuk of Covington. He now faces 2 federal charges under the Endangered Species Act and the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Court documents say the seal, known locally as Lonnie, was swimming and playing with a log in shallow water when the man picked up a rock the size of a coconut and hurled it directly at her head. He narrowly missed, but witnesses say the animal went motionless for more than an hour. When confronted, the man walked away.
What a complete idiot thinking he could just throw a rock at a seal. Like, does he know that's federally protected wildlife? I mean, that's a federal offense he committed. But we get to watch him get karma for it.
Without checking on the seal, telling witnesses he didn't care and was, quote, rich enough to pay any fines. Many locals say this is just another incident of tourists not respecting their home and the native wildlife.
This is an example of an entitled rich dirtbag.
A lot of tourists think this is their vacation time. They don't really realize that this is our home.
There are other reports of monk seals being harassed in Hawaii. This right here is a different monk seal with her pup. The animals have been endangered since 1976. Now, if convicted, this man could face up to 2 years in prison and a $70,000 fine. In Seattle, I'm Christian Balderas.
Accused of throwing a large rock at...
Here's the second video from King 5. It's the one that says about his court appearance in federal court. But it can't bring court. But sadly, federal courts don't allow cameras in the courtroom, so I can only describe what his appearance is. That's the only way they can do it. Let's watch.
An endangered monk seal in Hawaii appeared in federal court in Seattle today. These are the sketched images of him from inside the courtroom, since cameras are not allowed inside. And this right here, this is a live look from outside the courthouse where we are still waiting for him to come out as we speak. King 5's Madison Wade joins us now with what we know. Madison?
Well, Madeline, you've probably seen this video of that man hurling a large rock at the monk seal in the water in Maui. Investigators say that man is 38-year-old Miklovic Litvinchuk from Covington. These are new sketches of him from federal court today. He is facing multiple federal charges out of Hawaii, but was arrested here in Seattle yesterday after returning to Washington. King 5 has a crew who's been waiting outside the courthouse for about 2 hours after the hearing to confront him, but he still has not come out. He is facing 2 federal charges under the Endangered
he probably doesn't want to talk to the news, that's why.
Species Act and the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Court documents show the seal, known locally as Lonnie, was swimming in the shallow water when the man picked up a rock the size of a coconut, hurled it directly at her head. When confronted, the man walked away without checking on the seal, telling witnesses he didn't care and was, quote, rich enough to pay any fines. Well, many...
That's what I call a entitled dirtbag there.
Locals say this is just another incident of tourists not respecting their home and the native wildlife.
A lot of tourists think this is their vacation time. They don't really realize that this is our home.
Are continuing to follow this outside of the courthouse to see at any moment he might appear. His next court appearance is in 2 weeks in Honolulu. If convicted, he does face up to 2 years in prison and about $70,000 in fines.
So that's going to be in this video.